Peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. This is episode 44, titled I Stand with KAP. And as this is the 44th episode, I want to shout out my 44th president, our 44th president, Barack Obama. Love you, bro. Wish you were still president. You're still my president in my eyes, in my world, right? Because you resemble and you acknowledge real black issues and what we endure. When Trayvon Martin died, this is when I knew that you were my president. When he died, when Trayvon Martin was killed, you said that if you had a son and he had a hoodie on, he'd be a threat also. And now right there, you gave the world the empathy and the compassion that we needed to come from a president to heal. Why do I stand with KAP? First of all, he's not disrespecting the military and armed forces. That right there is a distraction, what you call noise, right? The white supremacists and the higher-ups want to control the narrative, right? They had a board meeting about this, probably, right? And they said, how do we flip it on KAP and on his followers in the black movement, right, to make it seem like he's doing something wrong, right? All he was doing was shedding light on police brutality, the inequality in America, and racism, right? But they flipped that and said, hey, he's disrespecting the armed forces. So now you have the big white supremacists and all the white people from the boondocks and all over the United States coming out and saying he's disrespecting the military, which he's not. Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Garner. The list goes on. Yesterday, I posted a TikTok with the NWA song Express Yourself with a side-by-side photo that my man LeBron James posted, right? And it had the officer kneeling on George Floyd's neck, and it had Colin Kaepernick kneeling in the NFL game on the sidelines. Now we're looking at what's the correlation? People's like, oh, one has nothing to do with the other. 100% it does. That's why the man is kneeling. Because of white officers like that. I try to minimize police contact as much as possible. I try not to get pulled over. Every time I drive, I leave my driver's license and my wallet in a visible place where I don't have to reach. Right there. Hey, officer, it's right here. Officers hate when they pull me over because I'm not moving. We're going to count to 3 together. None of these subtle movements. You're not going to shoot me because I twitched. You're not going to shoot me because you felt I was armed. No, listen, my hands are on the steering wheel, officer. With your permission, I want to lower the music down. Just lower it. No, count to 3. 3, 2, 1. And even when they get to 1, I move slowly. Put down the music. I put my car key or the key fob on the dashboard. I'm not going to say I was trying to flee the scene or go nowhere. Right? There's my driver's license. One time I got pulled over. I was so mad at myself. My driver's license was in my pocket. I was like, listen, officer, I know it's crazy times right now. I'm scared. I don't want no problems with you. My driver's license is in my pocket. You can reach for it, do whatever you need to do. But for me, I'm not reaching for nothing. With your permission, I'll grab it. But we got to count to 3. 3, 2, 1. My hands are still on the steering wheel. I don't move. I stay right there. I grab it, give it to him, hesitantly. You don't know that we as black men, as black people, black women, we're one traffic stop away from losing our lives. Why do I have to feel like that? Just pardon me, I forget her name, but she, on a regular 911 call, how did she lose her life with her women in the crib? In her house. She died in her house. They took her life in her house. I stand with Cap. He was shedding light on the bigger issue. Look what they call them: NFL owners and team owners, right? They own you. They pay you. There's no the only difference between, there's a big difference. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to give you how they still got us. They still got us by the balls because you can't speak about what I say you can't speak about. You better answer the question I say the answer, and because I pay you, you better fall in line, right? And when you fall out of line, you're gonna be out of this league. Colin Kaepernick in a nutshell. You never see Mike Trout or nobody like that speak up on none of these issues. And if I have, maybe I've been misinformed, but I haven't seen it. So these top dogs in the Major League Baseball and all that stuff, look at Major League Baseball. They're predominantly white owners, running these teams from the Midwest. Let the kids play and all of this stuff. All of that stuff is because us blacks and Latinos, we're not playing the game the right way. We're not doing what daddy, our masters, want us to do. Why do they call them owners? Because you pay another human being, they own you? You own them? It's always a bigger issue. And when you're radical, when you're going against the status quo, there's nothing scarier to a white man than an intelligent black man. Or a black man that knows his rights, knows the law, and will stand his ground. That's scary. I was just telling my boy earlier, he live in Georgia. I said, yo, bro, get your gun license. You living down there, get your gun license. Why? Because they legally you could protect yourself. In New York, you can't carry. You in a state where you could carry. The difference between, I feel like white people are like Debo from Friday, right? They used to beating people up, taking what they want, and nobody swinging back. Until you run to the big homie Craig. What did Craig do? Craig knocked Debo out. We need guns too. Told my man, get your gun license. They used to shooting at us and not getting shot at back. If you got that thing on you, they pull out, you pull out too. That's the kind of energy we're going to have to come. I'm not a violent man at all. But I'd be damned if I'm going to die at the hands of a white man, a white officer. I hope I don't go out like that. Because, once again, minimalizing police contact. I'm not trying to be around nobody that has control over my life and my freedom. I'm not. That's not how we doing it. And it sucks and it breaks my heart that again and again and again they're killing us on camera. They get away with it. Yeah, they got fired. He's still dead. Gone. Out of here. His family never gonna see him again. I understand to all my law enforcement officers. God bless all of you. You guys aren't all bad. Us brothers and sisters, we aren't all bad. It's the same conversation we've been having for years about this. We group all the cops in one group, and we group all the blacks in one group. Bad apples and bad apples. But we ain't all bad. I stand with Cap proudly. And I'm not switching on that. I've been on this. But this episode is in light of maybe the fire is dwindling and maybe he got a little money from Nike. He got the NFL check. The NFL giving him money shows you that the NFL did something wrong and they didn't want to come to light. So pay attention to that. Nonetheless, I'm paying homage to my brother Cap, man. I'm paying homage to the black community. Because we got to sit together. I'm a little bit of Martin Luther King and I'm a little bit of Malcolm. Call me Max. Martin and Malcolm X. You take the M.A. because they start off with M.A. and you get Max. Call me Max. I'm a little bit of both. But I'm going to run this story to the max. Best believe that. Like, subscribe, comment. I stand with Cap.